Hey everybody, I am here to show y'all this huge plant. I think it's called a Monstera, and I've had this plant for about 3 years, and it seems like every other month it gets bigger and bigger. I've repotted it 3 times. Well, no, I've repotted it twice, but the first time I did it, I put it in because it came out like a little small pot. Second time I put it in fairly larger pot, and it seemed like a few months later, it was getting bigger and bigger. So I just said, let me just put it in this huge pot so I could prevent repotting it every other month. So my questions to you guys, number one, this pot stays outside. This plant stays outside during the summertime. And because of the heat and the sun on the patio, it scorched the leaves. I mean, the leaves feel hydrated like it's supposed to. It looks good, looks healthy, except it just has these burnt spots on it. So should I cut those off or leave them? That's my first question. Next question is, as you look in this pot, you'll see that the whole area in here is big enough for the plant itself. Sorry, but I have 1, 2, 3, and this one right here goes all the way out, all the way out this way. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 different, I guess I would say, roots, or 8 different stems or branches, 8 different branches, I guess I would say, that is coming off of this one plant. And it hangs over, it's heavy. So I'm thinking I should repot it again. But when I repot this, I was wondering if y'all knew if I should repot each branch. That's what I'm calling it, each branch in its own pot, or should I just dump it all out, set them up straight as possible, and backfill it with soil. This is new. These are all new. I got this plant when it was really small, and I thought it was so cute, and I had no idea that it was going to take over my house. Currently, I have it in an extra bedroom because there's nowhere else in the house for it to fit. And right now in my dining room, in my little tiny dining room, it's a makeshift greenhouse because it's holding all of my other plants. Y'all should see it. It's a mess. I guess I may show that to you as well. Maybe. So yeah, this is what this plant is looking like. And like I said, these leaves are from being on the patio with the hot summer heat. And even though these leaves look, for the most part, healthy, I think it just has these burnt spots. Should I just cut the burnt spots off, or leave the leaf alone, or just cut the entire leaf off? Because I think that's what I did on a whole bunch of them. Like this one, I cut the leaf off. And all of these right here, I just cut them off because they were so overly burnt. And do y'all know if I should be cutting these off or cutting them down? Because sometimes these get so long, these little things right here. Where's my pointer? These little things right here. And it's like down in the dirt. And here's another one. Actually, there's several of them. Should I cut these off or leave them alone? Anyway, those are the questions that I have for this Monstera cheese plant, or whatever people call it. And I was just wondering if y'all could help me out with this, because I feel like if I don't get this under control, I'm gonna either throw it away or give it away. I mean, it's a beautiful plant. It's just out of control, and I don't know how to care for it. All right, y'all let me know. Also, I took off some, I think they were dead parts of the leaves or whatever, but I'll show it to you in a few minutes. Instead of throwing it in the trash, I took them off, cut off all the brown spots, and I'm going to try to replant them to see if I can grow roots for another plant, maybe just for experiment, because y'all know that's what I do, always experimenting. So let me show you that. Okay, y'all, this is my dining room greenhouse. Typically, most of my plants that you'll see in here are outside on the patio or somewhere outside during the summertime, summer and springtime. But since it's cold, everything migrates into the dining room. How many of y'all do the same thing? I don't have a greenhouse. I don't have an area to set all of my summer plants um, inside, but that's fine. We make do with what we got. So everything is inside, the little things I do have. And this is where I do my planting, like planting or seed starting is in this area as well. Over here in this corner, I think this is called a Benjamina or something along those lines. And I do bring this outside in the springtime, but I do bring it back inside when it gets really hot. Um, just because I'm afraid that the leaves may start falling off or it may die. And this plant is about, I think it's supposed to be like a mini tree eventually. And I think it's about 2 years old at this point. And right here, I don't know if you guys remember, but last year I put 2 avocado seeds in water and it actually grew root. And it started growing. Actually, it grows pretty fast. So this is basically I guess an avocado plant. Now, will it ever grow avocado? Probably not. And I used to keep this outside as well. As you see the brown spots on the leaves and the bug bites. I used to keep it outside and the leaves were constantly falling off as well as burning. I realized that these leaves on here burn quicker than the leaves on the Monstera plant. So I believe at this point, I think that this would also become just a household plant instead of being outside. Now over here, let me come down a little bit closer. I am growing spinach. Well, this is lettuce, spinach, and collard greens. My idea is to start these seeds. Well, obviously I've started the seeds already. Start them and just let them grow, bring them in the house, and then probably February or March or whatever, or whenever the frost has passed by, whenever all the cold weather has passed by, I am going to take these and put them in the ground. Well, this one is pretty much by itself with 2 green onions. So I'm going to leave this one in the pot. But these over here, I'm going to probably take these out and actually plant them in the ground. And aloe vera plants. I like the way these look, and I also use these for extracting the aloe to use it for different things. And here's a green onion that's on its last leg. But anyway, so this is what I have right now. But sometime, probably this week or next week, I will be starting some seeds to plant some more things, for it to go outside during the springtime. I am just loosening up the soil a little bit. What I'm doing, y'all, is trying to propagate these two stems that I have from earlier that I pulled off. And I pulled them off the original Monstera plant because it looked like they were trying to die a little bit. So I pulled them off, but this may not be the pieces, because you know how like an ivy or whatever, when it grows, it has those little nodule things on it. I don't know what the proper name for it is, but I think that's where the roots start to grow out. I don't think it'll just grow with just a little piece like this that pulled off. I don't know. I'm not sure, but my channel is about experiments, so let's just put it in the soil and see. And I did pre-moisten the soil, so it is moist. And this right here is just spent coffee grind that I'm going to use. Honey, coffee grinds work for everything else, so let's see if it'll work. This Monstera. Let's see if it'll help it. And if anybody's watching, subscriber or just viewer, it doesn't matter. And if y'all have Monstera plants or know about Monstera plants, let me know. Let me know like how to actually propagate, or send me like a channel to watch so I can learn, so I can be a better Monstera plant owner and so I can learn how to propagate. But this is it. That was quick and simple. That's it, y'all. Thank you for watching my video. If y'all have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I can't guarantee what you'll see from one day to the next, because my channel is about showing things that are economical, because who wants to spend a whole bunch of money? I know I don't. I want to keep all the money that I have to myself, spend it when I want to spend it. So it's about being economical, saving, using what you have, you know, little things like that, just around the house, homemaking type things, experimental cooking. It could be anything. So y'all just go ahead and subscribe so y'all can see what I do next. And thank y'all for watching. See you later.